Hey guys, guess what movie we're gonna be reviewing? Guess.
That's right. Wait, why isn't the trailer for Halloween playing? What the hell is this movie? Yes, you heard me right. That cute little orange bucket that everyone sees this time of year gets its own movie. Yeah, like Twister, Truth or Dare, and a bunch of other horror movies. Heh, that's funny. Except Truth or Dare is not really a horror movie. It's kind of more like a action thriller. You get the point. But seriously, what people praise it as is basically like the monster is behind them. What monster? You mean the one hiding in the fog machine? Yeah, right. Seriously, people, your brain has been fried with all them freaking fried Oreos.
This is just some big teen killer flick that at the beginning I just want these kids dead. So why not waste any time? This is This is Pumpkinhead.
Now, as we open up, we see the title on fire. Odd. It seems like the movie is already trying to kill itself. It must be trying to tell me something, but I'm too stupid to understand. So, seriously, why is the title on fire?
Oh, come on, really? You couldn't wait to put these names at the end of the credits? Oh, wait, I think this is the last one.
Oh, come on. Good. It's over. I hope. It looks like it takes place in Indiana, I suppose, with all the corn and such, and in 1957, where...
Wait, I didn't make fun of you moving!
What's wrong with Dad and I?
Because Daddy's doing crystal meth again, and he's gonna harass the neighbors. What do you think? Also, just saying, these people never come up again, and they literally serve no purpose. Well, except for the kid. You'll see why. His literal purpose is just random running guy running in the woods from the monster, even though we know he's gonna be jump scare fuel. Great! But let's jump cut to the present. I don't think this is 2016, but 1989. Get your years right, people! Where we see a random shirtless dude and more fire. I feel like instead of Pumpkinhead, this movie should have been called Your Mom's Porno Book, with a monster in it. As you can see, the boy from the beginning is all grown up and has a kid of his own, named Billy. How original. Even though I really do know a kid named Billy. By the way, you see that dog there? Take a good look at that and pretend it's that kid that almost always gets hurt, but you come and catch it and move it from danger just before it falls and gets hurt. That's this dog, and you'll see why. Also, the mother has Disney-itis and cannot be here at the moment, all during the movie. So, yeah.
I made you a present.
You did? I like presents. Oh, well. Now this is something.
Look, your kid's like 10, 11 years old. He's not a very good architect.
Well, whatever. They hug it out and then he does this. So the cool guy, yeah, I know he has a name, but this is stereotypical land, so he's being called cool guy. And so they have the greatest idea of, guess what, riding dirt bikes. Yeah, that's not going to end badly at all. Right as they leave, another truck ends up pulling up with 5 other kids. I can see this going wrong so fast. So the other kids pester their younger siblings about, and you'll never guess what.
Jimmy Joe, you done bad. Y'all know what settles on bad ones, don't you?
Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead. Y'all stop. There ain't no Pumpkinhead.
What about old Mr. Foley?
He moved away. Pumpkinhead got
Teared off his head and drank all the blood.
it. Did not.
Did too.
Shut up, Hessie.
Keep away from Pumpkinhead unless you're tired of living.
His enemies are mostly dead. He's mean and unforgiving.
Stop it!
Bolted doors and windows.
also like how not only do the kids and dad do nothing, but neither does Billy or Billy's dad, or any of the teenagers. Great parenting, guys. Oh look, cool guys decided to show up again. And now dumbass number 2 finally decides to ride with dumbass number 1.
You man enough? Go.
Cockfight, cockfight, cockfight.
Wait. Did the dad just leave the son with 6 strangers? You're asking your son to die, sir.
See that little shit running outside like he owns the place? Which I guess he technically does, but prepare and wait, and wait, and wait just for this.
Little boy? Ah! Are you okay? Little boy! What?
Why the hell is the dog not on A, on a piece of rope or leash? 2, why the hell did the dad leave the son alone? If he didn't do shit like this, maybe this wouldn't happen, and maybe this movie wouldn't have happened, and I'm sad now. How long do we have again? Oh God! You mean we just have been through 20 minutes of the movie? So some of the kids leave in fear, and the rest with the boy, and, well, 3 of the others call an ambulance. I think I'm brain dead at this point. Why the hell does no one have a phone in this place? I don't care anymore. And guess who comes back? Great timing.
Can I help?
Yeah, you can help by fucking off. So the teenagers come back to the house of one of the girls trying to call for help. But the cool guy unplugs it from the wall. Why? Because he's on probation. You still need to call an ambulance. Not only that, but the dad, the one guy from earlier, and his kids know what you all look like and what you have done. You can go to jail, not just for accidental murder, but for leaving the scene of an accident. And for some random reason, he begins to throw people across the room and trying to fight everyone. 'Cause cool guy don't give a fuck. And so the father begins his journey to find the witch.
No, not that witch. This one curses people with Pumpkinhead. Of course, that's what all witches do.
Yeah, apparently the witch can summon the Pumpkinhead, and we don't really know what happens when it's either killed or has killed its victims. I just assumed he either melts or turns into a puff of smoke, I guess. Along with the rest of this movie who used the fog machine. So, one of the boys tells where to find the witch, but he gets dragged along with him because he knows where it's at. We basically don't see the kid until the end of the movie, but you know. The witch makes a deal with him, and Pumpkinhead is set out to kill the teenagers. After he digs it up, of course. We go back to the teenagers who are okay. I think the cool guy is trying to kill the cops when they show up with that shotgun, but okay. And then it's cut back to Ed carrying Pumpkinhead. Wait, what? You mean he literally had to dig it up? And not let it move, but he has to carry the maggot-infested, decayed body? Whatever. She says some gibberish and jabs him with a knife. I think it looks more like some piece of wood, but whatever. And then cuts the hand of the son and pours the blood into the decayed body of Pumpkinhead, where Ed passes out. Pussy.
I don't know. I'm just guessing it's some kind of voodoo or witch magic.
After he wakes up, he tries to drive home. Then suddenly...
What'd you do, Daddy?
Oh, you almost had me movie. You made me think this much, that the woman actually brought her son back to life, even though it was to bring back Pumpkinhead and kill them. Seriously, movie, she's not God. She's an old lady who can bring death to people with Pumpkinhead. It's sounding more better in my head.
We're cut to one of the girls who walks out of the house and to Billy's mom's grave. Not sure why, but we kind of already established that she had Disney-itis. Why do we need to remember this? I guess for those who didn't know in the first place.
Now they're gonna pay.
I guess they're together now. What do I say to that?
God says, wake up, bitch!
It's okay. I'm sure the boy's gonna be fine.
Yeah, everything's okay, right? Actually, do we know any of these characters' names?
Well, I guess they do. But I don't care if they use them, so fuck it.
Oh no, we knew so much about him, like how he stayed with the boy after everyone left him. He rode the dirt bike and almost killed the kid, but killed himself as well.
You will be missed, wimpy kid. Anyway.
So Ed, yes, I actually did look up their names, suddenly starts to fill slightly tinted screen. Yeah, we knew that was gonna happen, which puts a curse on you, it affects you, turns you into a beast, an inanimate object, or a dumbass. We have two of those today, people. So Cool Guy and Nice Guy set out to kill Pumpkinhead. They end up finding his belt on a tree. Really nice of the monster to leave an item behind for them to remember him by. And they run back to the house to almost be butchered by Kim.
That's Steve!
We couldn't find him.
Found him! Oh, and I found the monster.
Maggie is then taken away because she was closest to him. By the way, Ed has another tinted screen moment. I don't know why they didn't just cut him to acting out in pain or just start doing non-human things like Pumpkinhead is doing, but it's just a tinted screen, then back to normal, and it's never talked about again. And in a strange sort of cut, it goes back and forth between the monster, seeing Maggie be killed, to Ed in pain, constantly back and forth. It's not only just kind of random, it's just we know probably what he's doing to her. Murdering her! We don't need to know to go back to you to know you're in pain. We've seen it 5 times already. Cut back to Cool Guy and Kim, who actually find Maggie, who's then killed. Great. Cool Guy goes outside to find the monster, and guess someone forgot to tell him that Pumpkinhead actually has teleportation powers, or since they're dumb teenagers, they forgot to close the door. And it takes off with Kim, and the rest of the group comes back. Wait, I sense a pattern here. And they go off to find Kim. Okay, you honestly get the gist. It goes back and forth from where they go. They find their friend, go back to the house, one of their friends is killed, and then blah blah blah. On and on and on. By the way, Kim dies from falling on a rock, which Pumpkinhead throws her off from a cliff to throw her on a rock. Yeah. And we cut back to Ed at the teenager's place, finally finding them and looking at one of the bodies. And then we cut to the group. Wait, what? We're cutting back to the group just for a scene of a little bit of Ed finding a dead body, not saying a thing, and then cutting back. There's no reason for him to even find the body at all then. The group goes back and does the reasonable thing and knocks on someone's door, calling for help. But no one does, as it seems though they know what's happening since the beginning of the movie, if you couldn't tell. And they run into Pumpkinhead again. What a big surprise. Where Ed is here to save the day. Not really, he just probably wanted not for them to be scared anymore and probably just save his sorry ass. And it looks like it's almost over. Thank God. And it's dead. Roll the credits! Nah, it's not that easy, is it? But we get this, though.
Well, he went out with a bang, didn't he? No, thank you.
The boy sneaks out, and like a dumbass he is, he tries to help out the two lovers. I think. I'm guessing at this point now. The boy tells him that Pumpkinhead is basically a demon that was once told to scare kids, but after a night, like in all horror movies, turns out to be real and hunts and kills people. But Pumpkinhead can only be brought up from the grave if someone who visits the witch has it out to hurt others or murder them, just because they did something wrong to them. So, a hitman. We cut back to Ed trying to get the guy from the shop earlier to come and help him, but that's a big old nope with a gun in front of his head, and he moves on.
Great. How much time do we have left of this movie again?
Not only that, but it cuts back to Ed later anyway, so why? Why did we need to see Ed fail and get told to get the hell out? I'm starting to realize why he's got a 25% on Rotten Tomatoes. We see that they make it to some flipped over cars, and coincidentally, a dirt bike. And look at dumbass, the nice guy tries to start her up, but guess who's there? Yeah, they kind of leave the good guy to die and find Ed. Ed drives them to his truck and then drives him to a barn. Really? If an open church couldn't save you, then what would make you think a barn would? Also, jump scare dog! Yeah, they're really trying to play up those jump scare fuels, aren't they? Not only that, but it's not the first. It's like the 5th one they've tried to do. It's not working, guys. Try something else for once in your goddamn life. But something seems to be happening to Ed as his eyes go all white. I don't know why. I'm guessing it has something to do with the curse. Bad shit. The battle is on as Ed gets his flamethrower. Good guy tries to crawl away. The kid is in the monster's grasp and the good girl is trying to help the good guy. Roll what happens.
That's really it. But how was it?
Well, to be fair, the monster does look really cool, and the kid wasn't as bad as some may say. He is a kid after all. But the characters don't get a lot of development either. We hardly know their names for Christ's sake. Not only that, but I feel like they didn't put up much of a fight even before they were killed. Not only that, but this doesn't have 1, not 2, but 4 sequels. Good God, man. There are also a lot of unanswered questions like, who was the witch? Why did the kid help them? What happened if Pumpkinhead kills them all? But for some reason, it's also the most forgettable. Not only that, when you say Pumpkinhead, they either just don't know what you're talking about, or they just kind of shrug and say, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I mean, it's bad if you want to pass the time just for watching a movie, but if you actually want a good one, I don't know, Monster House or something.
And you thought that one was bad? Wait until the next movie. It'll haunt your nightmares.